Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that Doodlebug. Just got the headlight installed, and what I used was a small incandescent lamp. And I had a yellow one. So I actually drilled a hole in the end of the lens and mounted the lamp directly inside the lens, so I had some room in that shell. Anyway, you can see the top of the E unit on that motor is bottomed out right on the inside of that shell. So anyway, a fair custom locomotive. Far from perfect, but it was a fun project. As you can see, it doesn't look too bad. And it runs nice. So tomorrow I will clean up this nut on the top, find something that looks acceptable, and it will be, for all intent and purpose, finished. So the Marx 1095 Santa Fe Doodlebug, made out of the broken B unit. Anyway, the light is up and running, so I thought I'd do a follow-up video. It's yellow, but it doesn't look bad. Still pulling 12 Lionel cars, as you see. So that actually doesn't look too bad. It's a really neat little locomotive, no doubt. And it is little. As you can see. But it was a fun project, gave me something to do. It's unique, one of a kind. And as I always stress, don't overlook the junk. And this thing was made entirely out of junk. That B unit was really, really smashed when it got here. And there was no way to make it look nice again, so I figured I would just modify it and make something else out of it. Like I said, it's actually very reminiscent of a rail speeder. But the neat thing about it is that it's running well. It looks nice, that being a relative term, and it was absolutely free. Plus I had the fun of building it. It is unique, there's no doubt about that. Let's slow this down. So it runs really well, there's no doubt about that. It has a lot of power, pulling 12 Lionel cars. Turn it down a bit. There we go. So it's a neat little locomotive. And I don't think it looks bad. It's one of a kind, if nothing else. Anyway, like I said, it was a rainy thunderstorm night here, so it gave me something to do. It was fun. It was a real adventure. It's always interesting building something out of nothing. So it was a really neat project. And it has a headlight, so tomorrow, like I said, I'll clean up that nut on the top and call it finished. I'm not going to put any great amount of work into it. And there's really nothing more I can do to it. But I just want to do a follow-up. It actually doesn't look too bad. It has a nice finished effect. It doesn't look homemade. And if I can find a way to hide that nut, this will actually look pretty decent. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the shield, the windscreen. I'll just leave it as is, I think. But it has a headlight now, so making some progress. And like I said, it was a fun project. Gave me something to do. Total, I don't know, probably a couple hours. Most of it was planning out and then fitting that rear panel to fit inside that cut-off shell. Like I said, I just cut it off with a hacksaw and straightened it out with a grinder. And then I had to modify that rear plate to fit inside of it. On the original, of course, it's on the outside. It's the same dimensions as the rest of the shell. So I had to grind it down to fit inside the shell and still maintain the contours to make it look right. Anyway, I epoxied it into position, clamped it in the vise. It's far from perfect, but it was a fun project and it looks nice. Again, that being a relative term. it's interesting if nothing else. The neat thing about it is the fact that it's running, and it was free. So headlight is installed, the Doodlebug is running. Tomorrow I will do something with that nut on the top, and we will call it finished. But it was a fun project, it really was. I had a good time doing this. And again, I gotta say it, don't overlook the junk. This thing was just made out of pure junk. That's all you can say about it. But it's unique, it's one of a kind. Like I said, I probably have the only one of them in the world. And it was fun. And you get it finished, you have the satisfaction of kicking back and watching it run. So the headlight is installed. I'll finish it tomorrow. And another interesting addition to the collection. So I just want to do a follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.